phytohormone. In last classes, we have discussed about two types of phytohormone. First one, auxin. Second one, cytokinin. Now, let us discuss about the third type of phytohormone, gibberellin. Gibberellin. This is the third type. Gibberellins are also called as gibberellic acid. Gibberellic acid. This is the third type of the phytohormone. What are the characteristic features? Means what are the physiological effects of the gibberellin in plants? Now let us discuss about the physiological effects of gibberellins in plants. బ్లాకా లేదు సార్, దీంట్లో వేయండి, ఏదో దాంట్లో బ్లాక్. Okay, observe gibberellins, physiological effects of gibberellin. What are the physiological effects? Here, first one is germination of seeds. They promote the germination of seeds. Observe carefully. They promote the germination of seeds. This is important physiological effects of the gibberellins. You know, seed germination. Seed germination process is very important. Germination process or germination of seed is dependent on the gibberellin. If gibberellins are absent in seeds, those seeds cannot germinate. Okay, to germinate the seeds should have the gibberellic acid. Okay, this is important physiological effect of the gibberellin. Next, sprouting of bird. Sprouting of bird. Different birds, auxiliary birds. Next, terminal bird. or apical birds. Sprouting of these type of birds is also dependent on the gibberellin. Is also dependent on the gibberellin. Are you understanding? Observe carefully now. Axillary birds and terminal or apical birds. When you observe the plants, the bird located at the tip of the shoot system. It is called usually terminal or apical bird. Terminal or apical bird. Okay. Next, for example, imagine it is a leaf. Observe carefully the angle present between the leaf base and stem. This angle, that small angle is called axis. It is actually axil. This axil has a small bud, small vegetative bud. That small vegetative bud present in axil is called axillary bud. Axillary bud. At the region that is opposite to the leaf. At the region that is opposite to the leaf. For example, this is a leaf. This is the region opposite to the leaf. This is at this region, another small vegetative bud is present. This is called terminal bud. It is also terminal bud. Terminal bud. Okay, or apical bud. Okay, these are important birds. In sprouting of these type of birds, axillary birds, gibberellins, they help. They help in sprouting of different types of birds in plants. Okay, observe one. Okay, observe. Next, elongation of stem. Stem elongation. Another important physiological effect of the gibberellin. Elongation of stem. Stem elongation. If a plant has small stem, what will happen when we spray the gibberellins? When we spray the gibberellins on that plant, what will happen? Within a short period, stem of that plant becomes elongated. Becomes elongated. This is a very important one. Like this elongation of stem is dependent on the gibberellin. Short plants can grow as long plants because of gibberellin. Okay, this is also another important. For example, a plant has, for example, like this, a plant has a short stem because of gibberellin. Stem becomes like this, elongated, long one. Like this. This is before spraying of gibberellic acid. This is after spraying of gibberellin. Like this, stem becomes elongated because of the gibberellin. Okay. Yes, observe. Observe gibberellic acid, gibberellin are also called as gibberellic acid. Gibberellic acid. What are the physiological effects of gibberellin? First one, promote the germination of seeds. Seed germination. What? Seed germination is dependent on the seed germination is dependent on the gibberellin. Next, sprouting of the bird. Okay, sprouting of different types of birds. Axillary birds, terminal birds. For example, like this, sprouting of axillary terminal bird is dependent on the gibberellic acid. Which type of bird? Axillary bird. Next to terminal or apical bird. Terminal or apical birds. Next, observe, terminal birds are located are the apical regions of the stem and are the regions opposite to the leaf. Are the region opposite to the leaf. At this region also terminal birds are present. Okay, next axillary birds. Axillary birds are present inside of the axil. What are axils? Axil means angle present between the leaf base and stem is called axil. This axil has a small vegetative bud that is called axillary bud. Like this, in sprouting of axillary and terminal buds, gibberellic acids are involved. Next, physiological effects, elongation of stem. They promote the elongation of stem. Because of gibberellic acid, small plants can grow as tall plants when compared to first size. Means length of the stem is increased because of the gibberellin. Okay, observe before spraying of gibberellin, after spraying of the gibberellin. Observe once. Yes, next. Next, stimulation of gibberellins stimulate the flowering. Gibberellins stimulate the flowering process. Observe carefully. Stimulate the flowering process. Actually, flowers are developed from the floral meristem. Floral meristem. Actually, first shoot apical meristem is present. Are the tips of the stems. Shoot apical meristem is present. But after certain growth of the plant, shoot apical meristem become or modified. Shoot apical meristem is modified as floral meristem. Floral meristem. Observe carefully. Now this floral meristem forms the floral appendages. Floral appendages instead of leaves. Shoot apical meristem gives leaves. But after modification of shoot apical meristem as floral meristem, it gives the floral appendages instead of leaves. These floral appendages are also called as floral leaves. Floral leaves. What are they? Calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. Androecium and gynoecium. These are important floral appendages are leaves developed from the floral meristem. Okay. Here entire this process means modification of shoot apical meristem as floral meristem is stimulated by gibberellins. Stimulated by gibberellins. This is very important. Another physiological effect of the gibberellins. Physiological effect of gibberellins. Next, development of seed. What? development of seed. Development of seed. Another important physiological effect of the gibberellin. They are involved in development of seed. When seed is formed and where seed is developed in plants, after fertilization process, inside of the ovary, ovules are modified as seed. Ovules are modified as seed. After fertilization process, what? After fertilization process, after fertilization process, what will happen? Ovules are modified. Ovules are modified as seed. Ovules are modified as seed. This is very important process. This development of seed from the ovule development of seeds from the development of seeds from the ovule is dependent on the is stimulated by or induced by gibberellin. Okay, this is very important physiological effect of the gibberellin. Observe one. Okay, observe. Stimulate the flowering process. Stimulation of flowering process. It is another physiological effect of the. It is another physiological effect of the gibberelli. It is another physiological effect of the gibberelli. Stimulation of flowering process. Actually, after certain growth of plants, they produce flower. Actually, or the tips of the stem, actually a type of meristematic tissue is present that is called shoot apical meristem. After certain height or after certain growth of the plant, shoot apical meristematic tissue is modified as shoot apical meristematic tissue is modified as floral meristematic tissue. What? Floral meristematic tissue. Shoot apical meristematic tissue forms leaves, green leaves actually. But after modification, floral meristematic tissue forms the floral appendages or floral leaves instead of normal green color leaves. In the place of the normal green color leaves, floral meristem forms floral appendages or floral leaves. Floral appendages or floral leaves. Floral leaves are calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. These are important floral appendages or floral leaves. Floral appendages are floral leaves. Next, another physiological effect of the gibberelli, development of the seed. What? Development of seed. Actually, when these seeds are formed and when seeds are formed in plants, when means after fertilization process, seeds are developed from the ovules or seeds are modified as ovules as modified as seed. Ovules are modified as seed. This is very important, very important process. Development of the seed from the ovules is induced by gibberellin. This development process is induced by gibberellin. Okay, yes, these are two important physiological effects. Next, development of fruit. Development of fruit. This is another important physiological effect of the gibberellic acid. Actually, after fertilization process, fruits are developed from the fruit is developed from the ovary. Ovary is developed as fruit. For example, here this is the female reproductive part. This is the ovary. After fertilization, stigma and style, they shrivel and fall off Now this ovary becomes larger and larger. Ovary slowly, gradually becomes larger. Slowly, large sized, like this. Ovary becomes larger like this, and ultimately fruit is developed from that ovary. Fruit is developed from the ovary. This is also a physiological effect of the gibberelli. This is the fruit. Developed from ovary. This is the thalamus. Okay. Next, this is important physiological effect of the gibberelli. Now, breaking of Now breaking up dormancy. Breaking of dormancy in seeds and birds. This is other important physiological effect of the gibberellin. What is the dormancy? Dormancy means it is a state in which seeds are unable or seeds are prevented from the germination even under favorable external conditions. Stage of seeds. State of seeds and seeds and birds in which seeds are prevented from the germination. Seeds are prevented from the germination. From germination even under favorable external character. Favorable external character like oxygen concentration, water percentage, light, sunlight. Like this, even there are suitable conditions, some seeds cannot germinate, they are prevented. That type of state or condition, that type of state or condition is called dormancy. Dormancy. Okay, after dispersal of seeds, seeds remain for some time. Some seeds remain for thousands of years. How can they live? How can they exist? Because they have the type of capacity. Understanding here, seed dormancy means this is a resting period of seed. They take the rest during the dormancy period. Okay, they take some time. If we want to germinate a seed immediately after dispersal, we have to dip them in gibberellins first, then you have to sow them in soil. Then you can get the germination of seeds, or you can get the small plantlets from the seeds within short period, 1 or 2 days. Means here gibberellic acid, gibberellins or gibberellic acid, they break the dormancy and they break the dormancy of the bird, sprouting of bird. Sprouting of birds takes some time. When we spray the gibberellins on those birds, within short period they can produce and they can develop as branches or any other structure. Any other structure. Okay, observe.